All right, we welcome Madison Scott and Kennedy Todd Williams to the dais, and we'll go ahead and open it up for questions.
Sam Sklar with the Clarion Ledger in Mississippi. For Madison, your team has obviously faced a ton of elite teams of this caliber already this season. How do you think that's maybe prepared you coming into this game?
Yeah, I say it all the time that our coaches did a great job with setting up the schedule this year. From day one, opening up in Paris against USC. We've seen great players, great teams. We've been prepared for this moment, you know. So that's what gives us the belief, the confidence, knowing that we've been battle tested, you know. So we're ready for whatever comes our way.
Hi, Evie Van Pelt with therebelwalk.com. For both of y'all, you're both leaders of this team. Is there anything you feel like you need to do to ensure the team's locked in and maybe doesn't let the moment get too big for them?
Kennedy, let's start with you.
Yeah, I mean, we've been, like Maddie said, we've been in this position before, playing against great teams. Keeping our composure is the biggest thing. And having that belief that, you know, we're here for a reason. I think that's the biggest thing for us. You know, we have experienced guards and everyone that, you know, our seniors, you know, we lead this team. And so just ensuring them and, you know, keeping that confidence and belief is the biggest thing.
What she said.
Greg Lee with the Spokesman Review here in Spokane. What sort of difficulties will a matchup with a 6'7" center for UCLA pose for you? Let's start with Madison.
Please repeat the question.
Will defending the 6'7" center for UCLA, have you seen somebody that size? Does that present a challenge?
Well, Lauren Betts is a great player. UCLA is a great team. So it would definitely be a challenge. But like I said, we've been battle testing and putting positions all season long. Our last game, we played a very physical post against Baylor, you know, and also we play in the SEC. So we see big, tough posts every night. You get what I'm saying? So it'll definitely be a challenge, but God has prepared us. Our coaches have prepared us. You know, we are prepared. So we're ready. So it should be a great matchup.
Let's go to Zoom real quick for Donna Sprayberry. Donna?
Hi, girls. Donna Sprayberry, therebelwalk.com. This question is for both of you. Coach talked about earlier the portal's already open. Maddie, you've been at Ole Miss your entire career. Toddy, you transferred in. Tell people that are in the portal why they should come to the SIP.
Yeah. You want to come to, you know, a family atmosphere, people that welcome you with open arms. You know, I was a transfer, and it's not easy, of course, but, you know, it's made my ride smooth with coming in and, you know, being surrounded by good people and people that actually care about you. So, yeah, come to the SIP.
Yes, what she said, but also if you want to be average, this isn't the place for you. And I say that, you know, proudly. I say it each and every day that when you come here, you're pushed outside your comfort zone. You're pushed to be great. Every goal that you set out for, that you told Coach O you wanted, she's going to push you to that. And she's going to hold you to that standard. So some days you're not going to like it. You know, some days it's going to be tough. But look at where we're sitting right now. That should be enough to tell you that this is the place to come to. You know, you're going to be able to come here and, like Toddy said, be in a family atmosphere, be around other people that want to be great, and also, you know, be at a place where everybody's pushing you, from the managers to our practice players to our staff to our coaches. You're never alone here, you know? So that's why you should come to the SIP, because you're coming to be a part of something that's greater than you, you know, that will help you be successful not only on the court but in life.
Kevin Pelton, ESPN.com. I have one for each of you. Starting Madison, Coach mentioned that 2 years ago, you know, this trip to the Sweet 16 felt very different in terms of the emotions of beating Stanford and everything. How does it compare for you?
It's definitely different. It was a lot of emotions beating Baylor, but we have been here before. If I'm being completely honest, like our goals are bigger. You know, we want to keep going. We want to keep dancing. The last time Ole Miss won an Elite Eight, I think was 07, 08, with Coach Mint was here playing for Ole Miss. So this Sweet 16 run has been amazing, just like the one was before. But where the difference is, I think we're hungry. I'm being completely honest. Back then, we were just happy, you know, to do something that hadn't been done in a very long time. But now we've done that again, so we're not complacent. We're not satisfied. We want to keep going. We want to keep dancing. We want to keep making our Oxford community proud. So we plan to do just that.
And then for Kennedy, Coach O referred to herself as a portalista, which was a new term to us that you may have heard. But what was her pitch like when she reached out to you and coming off of that run?
Yeah, just her believing in me was the biggest thing that really sold me. And, you know, just coming to a place where she saw me for who I was as a person, and she just opened me with open arms, and was really set out for what I wanted for my future, and really took that personal for her, and so that's I thank God that I'm here, because I wouldn't know what to do. So.
Hi, Maddie Kenny from the New York Post. You guys opened your season against USC, played Juju, have experience with that. Obviously, they're in the other area of the bracket, but at this regional, they're playing. Just the loss of her, can you kind of speak about, what that means, not just for them as a team, but, women's basketball, nobody wants to see somebody go down.
Yeah, no, we're definitely sending our prayers out to Juju and the entire USC, community, university. She's a great player, playing against a player like that makes you better, So she's a great player, a great leader, and a great influence in the women's game, So you never want to see anybody go down with injury. But just playing against her, her persistence, you get what I'm saying? Like, it's loud, it screams, it speaks volumes. So there's no doubt in my mind, in our mind, that she'll bounce back and continue to be the great player that she is. So we're definitely sending our prayers to her, but I'm sure she'll keep going, and I'm sure USC will keep going as well.
Kennedy, do you have thoughts?
Second that.
Yeah, Maddie, Coach Joe talked about how when y'all beat Stanford that it was just like y'all partied like rock stars. And so how are things different this go-round than they were then to you in your mind as a player?
Yeah, definitely. Like she said, we beat Stanford and we went crazy, but this time around, we beat Baylor and we celebrated, but it was short-term memory. It was back to work. We traveled back to Oxford. We washed, packed, and we completely changed our mindset to UCLA. And that shows, where we are as a program. This shows the growth of this program, because again, back then, we were again satisfied, but again now we're not. Now in this situation, we're not satisfied. We're not okay with settling. You get what I'm saying? We want so much more. For us, for the Oxford community, for our university, for all the hard work that we put in since day one. We want more, and we want to give our all every time, we step out on the floor, and we plan to give our all when we step on the floor tomorrow.
Kennedy, with Christine just being a former UCLA player and now she's playing her former team, what has she just kind of brought to this program, or what has it been like being teammates with her this season?
Christine is awesome. Just a joy to play with on and off the court. But I think just her as a human being, and just the way that she carries herself like a pro. And on the court, just she's what we need. Big body post. Just her effort, everything that she does. She comes in every day and works really hard. So. She's been a really good addition to this program, and we're really glad that she's here.
More questions for Ole Miss student athletes? Okay, we'll let them go.